Hello friends! Once again, it's time for another episode of The Things That Make You Go, Just when you think things are quiet on a Diablo front, we get more news. The news reads as follows. Diablo 3's long-awaited patch 2.01 has arrived, and while it introduces a lengthy list of updates, including the highly touted Loot 2.0 system, it also brings with it a series of bugs. The patch was released yesterday in North America, a month ahead of the Reaper of Souls expansion, which comes out on March 25th, and should be available on servers worldwide today. Over on the Blizzard forums, a quality assurance representative for the developer has compiled a list of known issues, which spans dozens of items affecting multiple facets of the game. Some of these issues do not affect gameplay and are only minor conveniences, like a bug that makes it so your total playtime shows the wrong information. However, other issues like the game becoming stuck at the home screen when entering a multiplayer game or losing the bonus you should have received from the pools of reflection are more problematic. So the big overhaul is finally here. Players are finally receiving the things they've been asking for since the game's launch, and all it took was the impending launch of the first expansion. Unfortunately, this shows us all is not well here. We know that said patch brings in almost as many fresh bugs and issues as those that were resolved. That does not bode well for a game that's already standing on shaky ground in the community. And it makes me wonder, what happened during the testing phases? Sure, you can always expect to find some fresh bugs and issues during a serious overhaul, but those are things that you expect to be discovered and resolved before they ever see the public, especially for a patch that has been promised for a long time coming and it was supposed to resolve the bugs and errors that have plagued this title since launch. I guess in a way it shows me one thing, just how much things have changed over the years. For instance, back in the day, if you released a piece of software, game, electronic device, whatever, you wanted it as stable as possible at launch, and you did everything in your power to make it so. And if there was an issue found, then the team would work on solving those issues before ever considering making changes. Nowadays, it seems more and more games and software come out in beta stages, forcing customers to test them for them. Filled with bugs and stability issues on an almost daily basis, we see crashes on everything. And even before that game hits the door, you hear announcements of upcoming expansions, additions, and DLC as the players struggle to even play the game at hand. But one question still remains. Will the player base be happy with this new patch? It's hard to say at this point, but if there's one thing for sure, a lot of people will be wary of trusting the franchise again, even if this release turns the corner. And that in itself is rather sad, because the Diablo franchise has always been one of my favorites. Here's hoping this patch fixes a lot of what went wrong with number 3. And this example shows developers that it's better to wait until a product is done than rush something out to the shelves, at least if they want to keep their customer base happy. As always, we'll keep our eyes open and see what happens next. That's all for now. Peace out!